Okay, welcome back. So we're still dealing with some stuff right now, but we're getting there. So we unfortunately do have to raise maintenance again to deal with this stuff that's about to happen. Um, can't raise autonomy here, so we're just gonna have to fight those ones. We're getting there. I think it is starting to get better. Obviously, we're still losing some money, which sucks. But we are starting to finish conversions faster and faster. In fact, one of the things that I can do that I kind of forgot about is is conversion, turning on the missionary strength in these provinces. So this can speed things along a little. Okay. Guess let's head up to here. Yeah, the real problem is the fact that we don't have um okay, I kind of figured that was going to fire. Guess I should have gotten things moving a little faster. Yeah, stupid separatism. Other things, we could go ahead and start mothballing forts. Okay. We could go ahead and make these all states. Same over here. We don't quite have the admin points, though. Can't really afford you. We don't need global tariffs. Colonial range is not important. Honestly, the only thing that might be helpful is this morale of armies to deal with rebels, and even then. I'm gonna turn on institution spread. I don't know how much more we have. Okay, these two are doing their best. Thankfully, this guy hasn't gotten the idea to move anywhere until now. Okay. Let's go unsiege that, and then we'll have to... Okay, let's go and deal with this then. You can go ahead and go to that province. We don't really need a naval doctrine. That just doesn't make any sense. We... I don't think either of these have gold mines, so I'm less inclined to do these provinces. But these gold mines are going to be pretty helpful. fact, I will probably try and get these gold mines leveled up so we can get more money. Okay, that is done. So after, I think, these guys, we should be able to just turn down maintenance for a little while. Don't like that we have to fight these guys in the highlands. Honestly, this would probably be a great spot for a fort. I don't know when our truce will be up. 32, that's another 10 years or so. We could just start annexing Sofala. Get access to another gold mine. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So we should be able to lower maintenance. Could take out another, or debase currency another time. So we could keep paying back some of these loans. I do think it was the right move to debase it the first time, because that was very helpful in getting rid of some of those. Okay, we still don't really need mill tech yet. So the only problem with having so many gold mines, like, I mean, we're making a fair bit from gold now, is they do add a lot of inflation. Like 0.05 from gold mines is quite the amount. Okay, I believe this one is in the state, and it is. Probably should have gone this way. Actually, I think I am going to cancel that. Because this is worth 2 versus 0.7. This is the other thing that I was kind of considering. Maybe we just drop 2 of our artillery. I know it's expensive. 0.87 per month. Like, even at half maintenance, that's still like a full ducat worth. That we're paying for these artillery that aren't able to really do anything. We still have a truce over here for another 2 years. Can't really do anything until we know more about the world, which we kind of need a colon or an explorer for. All right. Oh, I did not realize that that was not a full core. Okay, glad that I didn't realize that. Soyo, this province. This is fetishist. This is... Oh. I did not realize that this was the next thing that could be... Oh, shoot. Religious unity. Religious unity, please. Okay. -5 prestige. Yep. We're gonna have to take that one, because I don't want to lose Diplo points. Okay, we're finally going positive. Unbalanced research, it would be nice to get rid of that penalty. Unfortunately, until we get enough admin to get the next tech, that's probably not going to happen. Honestly, we could probably... No, we can't. We still have the burgers that we're dealing with. We are slowly getting out of the hole here. 24, 2 more years. Okay, it's currently 8. I'd be willing to debase currency once it goes, like, below 8. So we can pay back one of these loans. Let's repay the cheaper loan. All right. I don't think we can reasonably lower autonomy anywhere because it'll just cause more problems. We can't build production buildings yet, which is big sad. Let's build a church there because that's where most... That's another large one. Another large city, I think, is worth it. Benguela. This province... Is this a center of trade? Oh, it is. I still don't think it's worth moving to this trade node yet. I think we need... Once we can actually, like, see this stuff, maybe it will become worth it. Okay, I believe we're still doing this mission, right? Planet. Okay, cool. So even once this is done, we can still settle more stuff. Honestly, getting some provinces over here would be handy. I don't think we can technically see this island, so that's a little useless. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to deal with some rebels again. Let's get up... Once it gets up to 90, I'll probably turn it on. If I had to guess, it's probably going to spawn in Masapa. Native uprising chance. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. So, something I just noticed. Why... Okay, that might have been affecting some things. So we were making 390. Yeah. I mean, obviously, 0.11 ducats per month is not much, but currently in our situation, that's still significant. Okay, let's do that province, and then we'll finally get Mozambique. Mozambique's a pretty decent province. Let's turn on dev cost because I tend to forget about this. Diplo is the sweet spot. It's what we're kind of going for. Cool. Okay. Nanu. Let's do that one. Well, actually, no. Within reason, I guess, is the goal here. We need to raise our religious unity like crazy. Tapa, we don't care about. Okay. Corruption is going down. Again, it'd be nice to get unbalanced research fixed, but that's probably not going to happen. Anytime soon, at least. It's really difficult to find a nice sweet spot. Trying to make more and more from gold. Taxation is still... Man, we are making absolutely nothing from trade. I mean, obviously, we only have one node that feeds into us, and it's one of the worst nodes in the game because it's a start node. Be ideal to like either move into one of the other big nodes on the coast. Ooh, nice. Doesn't really help us for Miltech, but I mean, we could just take Miltech just to spend the points, but I don't see a need for that. Heck yes. Alright. Local autonomy. Yeah, I think we gotta take money. Some people are gonna be upset, but man, who cares? We need the money. So those 1% loans aren't really that big of a deal. Like, obviously it'd be nice to not have them, but they're definitely better than the 4% loans that we currently have. We have one coming up in May and then one coming up in October of next year. Not sure we're going to be able to get rid of them that fast. Tea and sugar. Okay. We actually do know who Portugal is. Kind of. Should try and improve relations. I know we spent some time improving relations with Congo. Or not Congo, with Castile. We could probably improve relations again. It is a little bit of a gamble, like, becoming Christian. Obviously, we just spent the last, 10 years dealing with bullshit. But, there's no guarantee that they'll like us or be friends with us, but I would prefer to be friends with the Europeans. How is this doing? This is surprisingly not as bad as I would have thought. Making almost 5 gold. From gold is driving up our inflation like crazy, though. Alright. All those are finally cored. So... Mutapin, is that not the Shona? Shona is the culture group in here. Shona is okay. We might actually be able to get Shona to be a possible group once we finish deving these provinces. Ew. Well, I think we gotta... If we're gonna have to lose stab, we might as well take the missionary strength so we can get through this as fast as possible. I don't think we can do any of this stuff until we have... Okay, whatever. We'll need another claim on you, but it's really not that big of a deal. That is sad. Looks like the other guy. It must have been the other guy. When is this truce? July. We could take another debased currency to get rid of another one of these loans. I don't know. I should take a look and see where we're running state edicts. Okay, I think we can keep that one on. Colony in Calabar should be finished here very shortly, within the next year or so. Honestly, I want to get rid of this loan. I don't want to be paying more interest. The less loans we have, the better. Taking more corruption is not ideal, but I would rather take the corruption than have to pay more loans. Pay for interest on loans. Oh. Yes, please, actually. I mean, obviously taking more inflation is not great, but, I mean, more Diplo points is always good. Okay. So, yeah, I think we're gonna... The extra corruption kind of sucks, but I don't think we're going to be able to get rid of that. We'll take... Oh, Shona... Crap. I shouldn't have done that. I should have taken Swahili. The reason why I say that is apparently Shona is considered part of our culture group, and we'll get that once we get up to 1,000 dev, although we're still kind of far away from that. Accepting cultures is another way to increase the amount of money that you're going to get. Okay, let's see. So we could go to war with Kilwa. Might not be a bad idea. I'd obviously prefer to just steal their provinces temporarily while we're still recovering. But it could be a good way to get enough money to pay off all of our loans. I'm gonna continue to root out corruption as much or as fast as possible. In fact, I'll probably take another corruption just to get rid of the last big loan. The smaller loan, or the smaller interest loans, are less of an issue to me than the bigger ones, since 4% is really not that big of a deal. We are gaining quite a bit of papal influence. Yeah, we actually are getting the second bonus, or the second age requirement, or whatever it is. This one would be expensive, but it would be worth a lot of. Mbada. It's this province right here. So it's gonna actually cost us a little bit of money, so we should probably lower the corruption reduction. Yeah, we gotta... Okay, one loan is not that big of a deal. I don't think we can raise our maintenance, though. I say that. We actually do need to raise our maintenance to deal with these rebels. I'm surprised they've lasted this long. Okay, so it says that they should... These particularist... I can't speak. I can never say this word. We might just keep maintenance up and go and attack Kilwa, because it'd be easy. I don't like that they're getting Renaissance. Okay. Actually, I'm going to move into this province and then do it. There's all of our burger loans. Yeah, that really raised our inflation. Colony self-sustaining, excellent. It's so annoying when it clicks out of it like that. Okay. Again, I don't think we need to spend mill points. We're really close to finishing this. We're unfortunately going to lose a bit more manpower since we're about to fight some rebels, but could just like... okay. Excellent. Completed the state agenda. Clergy is actually really happy. Be quite a shame if someone yanked out all of your land. Apparently we no longer have rival or available rivals. Maybe it's because we cut back on our military so much. Because yeah, I did delete quite a bit, consolidating out a lot of guys. Okay. As expected, unfortunately they did spawn in that province instead of the one that I was standing on. Why are we getting colonial? Oh, because I've been deving here. Okay, I guess that makes sense. So 8 guys. Let's go ahead and, well, actually I can't. Well, no, I can't. It's 25. So we're gonna spend a little bit of points. Okay, let's colonize Bonnie now that we can apparently see it. I do see some European staking their claim over here. It's gonna be annoying to deal with once we get there. I mean, I knew we were gonna have to fight Europeans at some point. You know, fortunately, I've played a few games over here in Indonesia, and one of my favorite things to do is to colonize my way to like the Cape down here and take all these little islands and just block them from being able to get to Indonesia, so I can take it all for myself. Yeah, I had a feeling this was going to be France, and that seems very likely to me. Okay, come on. I'm kind of tempted to just come over here and kill these myself. Find Mayumba. Where is this province? Really? This province? Why is this one all uppity? No, not you. Of course. I absolutely hate when they don't spawn anywhere near where I realized this province was apparently, what was that message? Someone claimed something on us. I thought it said Mombasa. Mombasa claimed Kilwa. Ah, okay. That's it. Alright, let's go and kill these guys. Probably gonna have to deal with a few more of these. He's gonna be annoying and start sieging things down. Hopefully he just goes... hopefully he sits still long enough for me to just knock him out. Fortunately, getting rid of corruption can be quite the pain because there's just... Ew. Oh, actually, no, not ew. That's actually... well, I don't know. I'm not going to read it. I don't want to. Slaves are bad. I don't know why I would need to, like, tell anyone that, but... in case you, for whatever reason, didn't know that. Alright. Can we please kill this guy before he spreads more, or reduces autonomy? Of course not. Of course we couldn't. So that would just be silly. Why on earth would we ever be able to just beat the rebels to whatever they're trying to do? Okay, looks like we're gonna have to deal with a lot of rebels. Okay, this big city is almost done. That'll give us a nice boost, and will help reduce the amount of money that we're paying, or that we're losing. Reinforcements is obviously a big part of it, but religious unity and converting is another big part of it. Actually, I should probably stay over here and take care of these. I'm just gonna raise that in case it is a problem. Hopefully it isn't. Okay. Grab you. Grab. Do this. Ooh, 17 regiments. That is kind of obnoxious. And of course, I can't actually sit in any of these provinces without suffering attrition. Actually, what I can do, though, is I can harsh treatment this guy so that we don't have to worry about him. Honestly, same over here. So harsh treatmenting reduces the uprising chance by 30%. And later on, it actually increases your absolutism. Let's move into that province so we're not suffering attrition, hopefully. Our 2 maneuver should be enough, and it is. Let's go ahead and just do this. Hopefully help prevent any more uprisings. I'm surprised that we're having trouble over here. You would think, like, integrating someone would reduce the amount of, like, separatism and stuff you'd have to deal with. Obviously, I know that's not how it actually works, but... Whew, that's a lot of papal influence. Okay. Yearly legitimacy. Diplo rep, Diplo annexation. Mercantilism, morale of armies, interest per annum, yearly corruption. Oh, actually, that might be what we want. Usually tax is pretty good, and getting 100 for stability is really nice. But I think yearly corruption reduction is actually going to be the most helpful in this situation. So, we still have quite a while, like 3 more years for this last bank loan. Could just go until we start losing money and then see where we're at. Right. We need to do more of this. We're getting there. We're starting to convert more and more. Oh, that's not good. Alright. Wait, hold on. How good is our heir? Oh, he's actually not bad. So yeah, 1 siege pip, not bad. The only problem with that, though, is the fact that Melindy, that is quite rude of you. Yeah, since we've been having so many problems with the rebels and stuff, or because we had to cut back on military, all of our vassals are a bit more rebellious than normal. Call. Okay, I think we can go 1 more month, and then we'll need to cut back on rooting out corruption, which is unfortunate, but all right. Oh, we're actually not losing quite as much now. Government reform. What do we want? Clergy stuff. Leader cost. Advisor cost. Be kind of nice to get advisor cost reduction, so we could start hiring advisors again. I guess, yeah, let's go for advisor cost. That might allow us to get someone who's relatively cheap-ish. There's, you know, a good one. Not particularly. Okay. So we still got... Yeah, I keep forgetting about this stuff. We're not converting here. Or are we? I can't. Where are we converting? This province. Okay, this province still has missionary strength stuff going on, so that is fine. Okay, so we're no longer... Ew, right. We can't actually royal marry any of our guys now that we're Catholic. Ooh, we can finally get some ideas going. Do we do that, or do we... I think we should at least try and get the workshops and stuff online. Or at least get the next tech, because that will... Yeah, that'll solve the unbalanced research problem. Which will mean that we won't be having to spend quite as much money on corruption. Actually making some money now. That's always nice to see. Plus, getting up to level 7 will allow us to get another idea group. I am a little surprised that we can't see Benin at the very least. I honestly don't think we need to worry about these separatists, or not separatists, these zealots. I'm gonna actually turn my maintenance down and go back up on corruption related things. because reducing this corruption is going to be important. We don't want to be sitting at this much corruption for very long. One month out. Okay, let's take this. And all right, let's go ahead and put a cut in here, and then in the next part, we'll keep going. Oh yeah, definitely do that. Doesn't make any sense not to. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.